I greet you all, our dear esteemed viewers of All Culture TV, and still sharing sadness with those who have lost their dear ones. We are together with you. Today, we are going to look at what we call screeding in construction. Why do we screed? What are the types of screeding? Somebody asked in a message coming. And then this is the house we are working on. We've been working on it. We began by removing the forms which supported this slab, but now we are going to strengthen the structural integrity of the slab by screeding. Now, our dear listeners, screeding in construction is a combination of a sharp sand and cement which is placed on top of a concrete base to provide a strong, stable, smooth surface on which a final floor layer can be placed. The strength of sand and cement mixture is determined by the ratio of the cement, sand, or aggregates for slabs and the water used to create it. The ratio of 1 to 2 to 4 is often used for slabs and flooring, providing a balance of strength and the workability. Then also the ratio of 1 to 2 to 3 is a mixture often used for residential foundations, but also there is a mixture of 4 to 2 to 1 ratio considered ideal for concrete in general. However, my dear listener, the grade of the slab is also defined by its strength. The greater the strength, that means it is of a high grade. So, the best mixture is best achieved by using the best ratios. If you don't violate the ratios, like you can see here, our slab is strong because we use the right ratios. It is almost an artificial rock. But now we are going to lay the brickwork so that we can guide the water, because it's also important to drain the water. So you need to guide the brickwork using the pendulum bob, as you can see in the video. But screeding, cement strength is measured by pounds per square inch, because even in our brickwork we'll use the recommendable mortar to produce a quality brickwork, as you will be seeing in our video. You see that brickwork and the mortar have to be standard. So the cement strength is important, and it is measured by the pounds per square inch, which is PSI. While at school, most of the engineers nicknamed the lecturer PSI after this lesson. So tensile strength of a mortar is derived from the point bending tests of 1.7 MPa. Someone may ask, what is 20 MPa while on the site? Remember, MPa is a megapascal, which is the unit for pressure, where our lecture called stress and strength. But the 20 MPa is basically used for residential applications only in most cases, because we said we should not violate some of the things. If it is for residential, it should remain for residential. If it is for other applications, then you can do the same. But now here, you can see we are trying to find the right gauge, because now here we are drawing a circle of this storage house. The front view has a circle which you should follow. But this way, you can see we have done our brickwork and it's smart, but all this is being done in preparation for the screeding, because we need to guide the water. We need to prepare the screeding surface. Then for learning purposes still, when calculating the MPa for concrete, don't forget I told you MPa is a megapascal per square unit. And for concrete, 1 kilogram per cubic meter is equal to 4.2 psi or pound per square inch. Then 1000 psi is equivalent to 6.89 MP. Then there is 1 MPa is equivalent to 14.5 or 0.04 psi. Then 1 liter of water is equivalent to 1 kilogram or 2.2 lb. Then somebody may ask, why do we screed? You can see our slab. We are mixing cement with sand. Here we are using a ratio of 4:1. When I say 4:1, I mean we are going to put 4 wheelbarrows in 1 bag of cement. And now, why do we screed? Sometimes we screed to create a level surface. Because there's a tendency, you can see now this one here, this is after the screeding. This surface was not like this before the screeding. But now we screed to create a level surface, just as you can see. We are watering it to help it gain maximum strength. And then there is also improving the structural integrity. After screeding, the structural integrity of the slab and the building at large, as you can see, is going to be improved. Then there is preventing cracking, just in case. Prevention is better than cure, medics say. So we can prevent cracks using screeding. Then we can also provide the insulation. Here we have insulated the slab. And this is when you use a floating screed, which we are doing here. Then there is improving the underfloor heating. In cases where there is a need for an improved heating capacity, we can do screeding still. Then sometimes others screed to increase the thermal efficiency, while others screed to support stress during the drying process. Now, in case of a question, just drop it as a comment and then it will be answered in the next video. Somebody is texting me that what are the types of screeding. But remember, I've always told you, don't text me. Just send your question or your concern or your guidance in the comment section. Now here, I'm trying to put water on top of our screed, as well as to check on whether the water is flowing the direction where it is supposed to flow, because as we were screeding, we were getting the levels rightly. But back to answer the one who asked that what are the types of screeding, to answer, there is bonded screeding in construction. The details of bonded screeding will come in the next video. Then we also have unbonded screeding. Then we have floating screeding. Others might have seen there is what we call heated screeding. There is liquid screeding. After assessing your house, your construction site, your project, we can determine which type of screeding is necessary. Then there is accelerated or fast drying screeding as a type of screeding in construction. Then there is cement sand screeding, fine concrete screed. Then there is polymer modified screeding. But maybe to enter an inch, liquid screeding is commonly used type for underfloor heating, as it provides excellent thermal conductivity. And before screeding, someone has to clean. For example, we cleaned our slab before we began the process. We cleaned our slab, we removed the foams. So it's important in the process of screeding to clean your your surface where you're going to screed so that you can prepare it, that you can achieve the required strength of the screed. So the base has to be very well clean. Then you also have to cover the floor with a damp-proof membrane if it's necessary. The engineer will assess and then guide accordingly. But still, in the process of screeding, sometimes there is need to align the wall and the pillars with compressible materials. And then don't also forget, in some cases, to reinforce the screed before you screed so that it can gain the maximum strength required. And clients construction services, my number is just right there on top of the screen. Just give us a call. And for this case, you can also WhatsApp, and then we see how we can help each other in the engineering world. Remember, excessive moisture can weaken the screed, and too much heat can cause expansion, contraction, or even cracking. Linamo Health Center and administrators, thanks for supporting health, because health is wealthy. And if you are sick, just rush to the nearby Linamo Hospital in Uganda for trusted medical services. Back to our last topics. Remember, we say that a force is equal to mass times acceleration. It is measured in kilograms. And there is a two-arm pull force which acts on a screed to disorganize it. Then there is mass, because the screed has weight. So mass as a force also acts on the screed. Because you need to know what are the forces that act on screeds. You see now here our ground, if you don't prepare it well, some of these forces will disorganize the screed. You will see it cracking, you will see it heating up. Electricity problems, but I was saying that force is equal to mass times acceleration, and the two-arm pull force acts on a screed, the mass, because the screed has weight. Then there is also resistance of the heat of the materials, because remember inside the skeleton. And then there is also resistance upwards, vertical force. Then there is the downward force and the frictional force. All work against the screed. That is why you must contact experts like land construction services to do you the right job. It is already night, but we still have to put on lights and finish our work. Remember, water drainage. Water drainage on the screed is important, and it can be achieved by creating a fall. You can also use a drainage sheet, others use waterproofing membrane systems. But to calculate the flow of water in cubic meters per second, multiply the average water velocity in meters per second by the average width in meters and average depth in meters. And then to convert to liters per second, multiply by 1000, because 1 cubic meter is equal to 1000 liters. If you are to calculate the volume of water on top of the screed or a pond, multiply the surface area in square meter by the average water depth in meters, and then to convert to liters, multiply by 1000. Water pressure is equal to the height in depth times the pressure, and then times the average density. Water is made of chemical properties, and meaning it can act both as an acid and a base. Hydrogen bonding, where hydrogen bonds are strong polar bonds that form between hydrogen and oxygen atoms of